Yeah, buddy, welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Unapologetic Sports. It's your favorite Uncle Lee Ice, and I got my partner in crime with me, the fly guy himself, Mr. Flying Brian. What's up, bro?
What's up, Lee Ice?
What it do? What it do, man?
Nothing much. Another good week of football for all of us, I guess, right?
What's it? I mean, we got the W. That's what a big W. We finally got one after what 8 weeks, I think. 8 weeks. I don't know. It was a long time. I know the weather was still hot and it's cold as hell out there now. So
Yeah, all
I
is
think,
good. Good. Got some big games coming up the next couple of weeks. I can't believe the season's almost over.
yeah. Are you putting on something?
I am. Maybe a little preview of somebody going to be flying high in a couple minutes.
I can't stop him, y'all. I can't stop him. He deserve it. The guy doing his thing. Hey man, let's thank everybody for tuning to last week's show. And let's thank everybody for tuning to this week's show. Like Lee Ice always say, I hope we can entertain y'all doing whatever you're going through. You know, this cold weather. If you got a cold, if you're battling the flu, you're having a hard time at work, whatever you're going through, I hope we can take it off you for 60 minutes. Enjoy, sit back. Let's chop it up, talk some sports. Me and the fly guy. That's what we do on Unapologetic Sports. Fly guy, you ready to get things started?
Yes, sir.
Let's just do it. You know how we get rolling. Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. All right, all right. Before we get to the NFL, couple things going down. They shut my man down, man, for the rest of the year. JD5, Jaden Daniels. You won't see him for the rest of the 2025 season, man. I'm kind of hurt, but I understand. I think they're caving into the pressures of the fans and the media. What you think about that?
I mean, I've been actually going back and forth with my dad and father about this because he's more old school mentality. He thinks he should play. They're all getting paid. They all want to win. I get all that. But from a business point of view, and, technically you own the team. There's a business aspect to it. There's no reason for him to play the rest of the year. So like I said, I get it. I understand it. I believe I would have made the same call, but I understand the point of view of, you're Terry McLaurin. You want the best chance to win. You want the best guy thrown to you. I get all that, but I don't. You need him for the rest of the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years.
Yeah, but if you shut him down, why not shut the rest of the stars?
That's exactly what my dad's. Again,
Shut Larry Matunsil down. I mean, he got hurt. Thank God it wasn't something serious. Shut his left tackle down. He's not important.
But the quarterbacks are looked at and treated different, and maybe in the Commanders Redskins world because of the RG3 stuff, maybe that's a linger. I mean, like you said about the pressure thing, but I don't know. If Buffalo was 4-10 and they didn't want to play, if Buffalo was 4-10 and they didn't want to play Josh Allen, that's fine with me.
Shut Terry down. That's his number one receiver. Let them all just get healthy because hey, you saw what happened with Patrick Mahomes, and Micah Parsons. So whether you play or not, if an injury's going to happen, it's going to happen. That's my thing. So
I get it.
What do you think about them two injuries, man? I mean, of course, Green Bay I ain't gonna say gets hurt the most because they're trying to make a playoff push, but Mahomes, man, that's going to set the NFL, especially in y'all conference, the AFC. I mean, he might not come back, be available to October, November at the earliest next year. So
we got somebody waiting to take over the league. It's no problem. No problem. Face of the league, go win the whole thing this year. It's all good. But seriously though, I mean, never want anybody to be injured. I prefer the Chiefs to be in. I'd like Buffalo to be able to beat the Chiefs. Unfortunately, that'll hang over a little bit if they end up winning the whole thing this year or getting there this year. The fact that, you only did it because Mahomes and the Chiefs weren't there, whatever. But never want an injury. It was. We watched it live. It was bad. When somebody's so important to the league or to football, when you are not a fan and stuff, but when you see that, you just go, oh, you just feel so bad about it because you never you knew it right away that it was a disaster.
I wonder if Andy Reid's gonna retire, man. He's 67. I mean,
I don't know. There hasn't really even been any. I mean, what Pete Carroll? How old's Pete Carroll?
Pete Carroll, like I don't know, about 104.
Not that Reid has much to prove, but there is still some all-time accolades that he can. I mean, he's like 30 wins away from Shula, 40 wins. I mean, not that he.
Yeah, is he that close?
I mean, I think so. I know he's only like 10 or 15 away from Belichick. Because I actually just popped up for some reason on my Facebook. I didn't memorize it. But yeah, I mean, he's like fourth, and I want to say it's 30, 40 games. I mean, it sounds like a lot, but the way they've been winning, it didn't have to be. So
yeah, that's 3 seasons?
Yeah.
I mean, 10-win seasons.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it might be a little more than that, but he's definitely within to get the third or second. And I don't know if that kind of stuff matters to him, but there's some accolades that he can still get. And I haven't heard any signs of him wanting to retire and Mahomes has already stated, he wants to come back and he wants to, come back stronger and all that. So yeah. I don't see Reid going anywhere unless there's some setback with Mahomes.
Would they make the playoffs? I think was 11 straight. They said 11 straight seasons.
Yeah, it was 7 straight conference championships.
7 straight conference championships. I mean, it has to come to an end somehow. It's messed up that it came to an end like this.
Thank you for joining us, Anthony. What you doing, buddy?
No,
I got Anthony checking in.
What's up, Ant-Man? Couple NBA notes. Now, I said this when this guy was drafted. People laughed at me, and I'm going to stick to it. The future face of the NBA, to me, is going to be Cooper Flagg. The other night, he scored 42 points. The most ever scored by an 18-year, the youngest player to ever score 40 or more points. Cooper Flagg scored 42. It was in a loss, but hey, he put up 42, man.
So you're talking about Shador stats. Shador's last week. You're talking Shador stats. Had big numbers, but he lost.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's more to come from Flagg, though. I like Cooper Flagg. I was praying that the Wizards get the pick, but the NBA didn't want that. We all know that lottery bullshit is fixed. So he went to Dallas because Dallas lost Luka, and now they instant replacement. But shout out to Cooper Flagg, man. And the Oklahoma City Thunder, man. They finally lost another game to the San Antonio Spurs. So I think they are, 24-2 now.
Yeah, I think that's about right.
Is that Ben Conti, the Midnight Rider, checking in?
So I was close. He's 46 off Shula, but he's only 32 off second. So
okay. We can always count on the human Google, the Midnight Rider. So the Spurs beat OKC. Do you know what that meant? I'm pretty sure the whole world knows what that meant.
Why don't you tell me?
The Spurs advanced to the NBA Cup against the New York Knicks, the game that everybody is on their heels. They can't wait. It's pins and needles. It's the NBA Cup Finals tonight. Aren't you excited?
I see our numbers are going down as you're saying. Don't worry, we're going to talk about football in a minute. And the college playoffs. Everybody just hang on. Don't leave yet. Yeah, I can't wait.
That Cup Finals, everybody, is tonight. I know y'all can't wait for that. Somebody's going to raise the cup tonight, but either the Spurs or the Knicks. All right, y'all.
Real quick, because today's a little different format, so we're going to do some stuff early on. We're going to have a couple guests on, and we're going to discuss the college playoffs. But Anthony, I guess, is a big Miami fan. He's Don Shula should be the greatest coach of all time, and here's one of his criteria why. Again, that's a conversation for another day, but he's definitely in the conversation, clearly. But
we gotta invite Ant-Man onto the show. I like what he be coming up with. That's gonna be fun when me and him get into it. All right, recap of NFL past week. We might as well start with your guy, man. The Bills and the Pats. Your man put that cape on, did his thing again.
Did they have a big game this week? Did they? Weren't they down 21-0 in New England? Yeah. So Allen 19 for 28, 3 touchdowns, 193 yards. Doesn't sound like a lot, but like you said, when it was time to put it on, he put it on. But I won't act like the rest of the media. Like he does it all by himself. James Cook is. Guess what? James Cook is 30 yards behind Taylor, and his touchdowns are but James Cook had 1,400 rushing yards, and he's got 12 total touchdowns. So Cook is having an amazing year. So he had 22 carries, 2 touchdowns, 107 yards. the MVP Drake May was 14 for 23, picked 2 rushing touchdowns, and then Henderson 14 carries, 148 yards, 2 touchdowns. So it was a great game. It was a game that I said last week. I believe the winner would win the AFC. I still believe that. I know the Texans are tough. The Broncos are showing a lot. Bo Nix had a big game. Might hear about them a little bit in a minute and flying high. But yeah, I mean, biggest win of the season for the Bills. I think it was a loss to me that shows the Patriots just aren't. They're young, they're good, but they beat up on a lot of bad teams. And little
they're taking
spoiler.
advantage of the schedule they had.
That's fine, and that's fine. But
Yeah.
little spoiler for the end of the show, they're not beating the Ravens. So
So how you feel about your boy Cook? Do you think he's getting the pub that he needs, that he should be getting?
no, he's not. If you look at the odds for Offensive Player of the Year, he's not even in. I had to hit another button to find out where he was in the betting odds. Where Taylor is, he's actually not really part of the Offensive Player of the Year stuff because his betting, he's actually in the MVP conversation.
Mm-hmm.
But he's like plus. I don't know why he's not getting any. I guess because Allen's just soaking it all.
I'm about to say he's always going to be overshadowed by your man. So,
and I just think people don't realize that he has over 1,400 rushing yards and 12 total touchdowns.
They really don't.
Yeah, but
I mean,
hey, he held out, wanted to get paid. They paid him, and I'm so glad they did because if they didn't, he would be wanting way more money now. So,
yeah, I mean he deserved it. He's earning his money. The Rams took care of the Lions. Who's checking in?
just to let you know, his full name is Joshua Patrick Allen. Just so you know that that's his super.
Boss man. What's up, boss man?
Hey, Anthony, I completely agree. The Patriots will be out in the first round. I don't think they'll win a playoff game. If they do, they'll win one.
Don't sleep on the coach. Remember, they got a great coach. Man, he's destined to win a Super Bowl. Vrabel is destined to win a Super Bowl.
We'll see.
Rams and Lions. How you feel about that one?
Yeah, another good one. I watched that full game. I said my son's a Rams fan. You see the Rams stuff in the background. Yeah, I mean, high scoring. Stafford's still doing his stuff. To me, he's clearly the MVP. I do know Josh is back in the conversation, and Drake May is still there. Whatever. But to me, it's Stafford, and it's not close. I mean, dude's got almost 40 touchdowns. He got like 6 turnovers. Like it's. And
that game went like I thought it would. Kind of a shootout, high scoring, exciting. Everybody did what they did, except for Gibbs. I wonder why. Maybe because yours truly put a little bit of something that he would get a little something, and he didn't get the something. So guess what? But anyway, do I sound a little bitter?
But yeah, anyway, Rams proved they're still the top team in the NFC, and in 2 days we'll definitely see who the top team in the NFC is. So another preview for later in the show.
Packers, Broncos. You picked the Pack. You said they was gonna go in there and do it.
Hey, look, Bo Nix decided to have the best game of his career, and Jordan Love decided to be Jordan Love, the one that we don't want to see in the playoffs. So.
I mean, everybody know Lee Ice is not a Sean Payton fan, but get credit where credit's due. What are they? 11-2 now? 12-2?
12-2. They got the number 1 seed at 12-2, and they will probably get the number 1 seed. I don't see the Patriots or Buffalo catching them, or Jackson.
And like we said earlier, Michael Parsons left that game torn ACL. That's gonna really, really hurt them. But they're put to the end of trying to win that division and trying to get into the playoffs. So Hopefully they can recover from that. And this game was interesting. The Colts in Seattle. Oh, my man, my brother Tim checking in. What Tim talking about? What he said?
He said, let's talk about something important. Let's talk about the Steelers. We might mention them throughout the show, but it won't be right now. Oh, they had a good win. It was fine, but it's not one of the ones we're going to cover right this second. But we're going to talk about more important.
I'm letting you know now, Timothy Watkins is the biggest Pittsburgh Steelers fan ever, okay? So when he tunes in, I'm telling you, like you and Buffalo and me
Yeah.
and Washington, he's right up there.
We
Probably even
only,
more passion.
we only got time to talk about one 40-year-old plus quarterback, and that's going to be the Seattle Seahawks versus the Indianapolis Colts.
It was almost a fairy tale, man.
It was such a bad, ugly game, though, with all these field goals. But he scored a touchdown. Sam Darnold did not. Patrick Mahomes didn't score a touchdown Sunday. Joe Burrow didn't score a touchdown Thursday. But
hey, he's not as bad as everybody thought he was going to be. So don't count the Colts out yet.
Well,
I know he got to be sore as shit though, man. This week.
Did you see? Because again, I got the ticket, so when Buffalo's not on, we're checking out other stuff. They were like massaging his arm on the sideline and doing some kind of. There was a guy next to him, like doing his arm like this and rubbing it and stuff. And it was so funny.
He has to be sore, man. That man got to be sore as hell. But shout out to Phillip Rivers making a comeback. He put his Hall of Fame thing on hold. So.
Yeah. So I know we teased we're gonna do the Hall of Fame talk, but we're gonna push that again the next week because we're gonna have some college stuff going on today. But we'll definitely touch on Phillip Rivers. We won't get too much detail about it.
Yeah, we're gonna have a Hall of Fame show, yeah, man. Don't worry.
But real quick, Phillip Rivers, me personally, not quite. You got guys ahead of him like Roethlisberger, Eli Manning, and stuff that may or may not make it, who are above him. I would say. I know he's got the numbers, but he's literally just got numbers. He doesn't have MVPs. He doesn't have Super Bowl appearances. He doesn't have any of that stuff. So we'll cover all that next week. We'll do a big, deep Hall of Fame conversation. But he just reset his time anyway, so which might actually help him.
Reset his time, so he got to wait anyway. So which is probably good. All right, that's our recap. Now we're gonna get into the two segments that y'all love. Get a lot of feedback on this. First is Brian's flying high. Who's flying high this week?
We'll do it. We'll do it real quick. Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills are obviously flying high.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked you put them on there.
Oh, well.
I
am. I think they made a statement that they're still the team in the AFC. I know the Broncos are coming, the Texans and all that, but without Mahomes and without maybe Lamar and without Burrow, like you said, Allen's got to do it this year, and they proved on Sunday that they're still the team to do it. First time flying high, Trevor Lawrence had 6 touchdowns. I know it was against the Jets, but still had 6 touchdowns. They're winning the division. They're winning it right now. They're looking good. So him and the Jags are flying high. Bo Nix, 4 touchdowns, best game of his career. And clearly the Broncos are flying high. They are the number 1 record in the league. They are the number 1 seed in the AFC. They will most likely have the bye. And as of right now, they are technically the team to beat in the AFC. Matt Stafford and the Rams flying high. Stafford is, to me, the leading MVP. The Rams are the number 1, the best team in the NFC. And just for, I always like to do like a little joke one, usually to twist you, but I didn't have one this week. So Phillip Rivers, big old dad bod Phillip Rivers.
Gotta put him in, man.
Do a touchdown pass, he's flying high.
You gotta put him in. Hey, viewers out there, y'all watching, if y'all got somebody y'all want to put and Brian's flying high, feel free to comment.
Rodgers,
maybe he missed somebody. Maybe Brian missed somebody.
Well, Tim's going to tell me it's Rodgers, but
Aaron Rodgers was 23 for 27 for 85 completion percentage. He didn't make it.
It was 10 degrees. So that means the Dolphins didn't show up. So
still, I mean, 42 years old, 85% completion. Not this time.
Yeah, he played good. Then he threw his team under the bus in the press conference, saying that. Did you see that press conference? The quick
What?
clip. He talked
What is
about
that?
how there's a bunch of I forget the exact word he used, but like outcast, like this
Oh
guy's,
yeah, yeah.
and then
But
but then the girl, she goes, "Are you an outcast?" He goes, and he got offended. He's like, "No, I'm not an outcast."
but he really is though.
I
I
know,
mean,
that's why it was so funny.
he really is. You know, you're not a Steeler. You know, it ain't like you've been there 15 years. But somebody on the show picked the Steelers to win the division beginning of the year. Ant-Man checking in again. What he saying?
That the Dolphins always struggle. Yeah, I know, but the Tua thing that he won his first game last week on 40 and under, and it was 39 degrees, and it was against the Jets. I mean, we'll talk about that maybe another day too. We'll have to do a segment of which quarterbacks will be on different teams next year. We'll probably do that second to last week of the season. Spoiler alert: I think Tua is not going to be a Dolphin very much longer.
Where would Tua be? Who knows?
Yeah,
Timothy Watkins. Tim, what Tim said?
you want some cheese to go with that wine?
All right, from Flying High. Tell him where it's time to go now, Fly Guy.
Well, speaking of being cold, and you don't want Tua never wants to be here, and that'd be the freezer.
For Lee Ice's deep freezer. And we got two people and teams that just can't get out. You know, when the first deep freeze, I had Baker Mayfield in there. And everybody's like, he's playing good. He's playing good. And what did I say, Fly Guy? Wait to the end. Give him some time. So Baker and the Bucks, y'all are definitely in the deep freezer this week. You lose again to a subpar team at home. Okay.
Yeah, but Carolina doing
Back
Carolina things and letting losing to the Saints when after the Bucks. I mean,
back losses at home definitely put your ass in the freezer. Baker and the Bucks. Welcome to the freezer. I mean, I think you have a vacation home there now. Next, Dak and the Cowboys. You know I like putting them in the freezer. They was just what was 3 weeks ago? Oh, they're gonna make a boo. They're gonna come
three
back
straight
and
weeks
win
of
it.
flying high. 3 straight
They're
weeks of
gonna come back and win the division. You had them on Flying High, didn't you? They're
three
gonna
straight
do
weeks.
this. They lose at home to the Minnesota Vikings and JJ McCarthy. So Dak and the Cowboys, you know your ass in the freezer too. They can't get out of it. See, I'm always right at the end. Always right at the end. When I put them two in the beginning, people are like, what are you doing? Proving me right. Here's a first in the freezer, the Cincinnati Bengals. Big game. You can make a comeback. You can make a push. You're at home. You got Joe Burrow back. And you get your ass whooped 24-0 to the Ravens.
Speaking of quarterbacks that might be on different teams next year.
Yeah, Joe Burrow. What's going on with Joe Cool, man? He's talking.
I know.
He's talking weird now. He must have went on a trip with Aaron Rodgers. Tim, did Joe Cool go on a trip with your boy Aaron Rodgers? Did they go into darkness and do the mushroom thing and all that psychedelic shit? I don't know what's going on. I mean, 24-0 at home. If you look at him on the interviews after the game, he looks lost. He don't look like Joe Cool. He really don't. Who else is on there? I had Baker, I had Dallas, and then I had the Bengals. Well, this is a very, very easy one right here. Former Michigan coach, Sharon Moore.
Jesus.
What in the hell is wrong with you?
It's scary what guys do for girls, man.
What the hell? You got one of the biggest jobs given to you. That's one of the greatest coaching jobs in college football, right? Michigan,
Yeah.
the big house. And you just throw it all away, bro. You're married, you got kids, and You throw it all away for what?
And then you, after you get fired for it, you commit multiple crimes and might go to jail.
That's what I'm saying. You get fired now, your dumb ass gonna go to jail. It don't get no dumber than him, man. You go to your wife, you threaten to kill yourself, knowing her, she probably like, I don't care, go ahead. Then you go to your girlfriend's house, threaten to kill her and yourself, blaming, this is the funny part, you're blaming her,
Of course.
saying she effed your life up.
Yeah.
What's wrong with these people, man?
All right, we still
What
got.
is wrong with these people? Now, a great coaching job is open in Michigan.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure our next guest, uh, he will definitely, well, both of them will definitely give us some candidates for that job because that's a big time job, man. Coach Michigan.
All right, man.
So
One more. Who's that last guy freezing in the freezer?
I didn't put nobody in. I just had 4 this
Oh,
week.
you got
Baker
four
in
this
the
week.
buck.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
Baker
good
in the
then. That
buck.
means okay.
I said the Bengals. Yeah, I just had 4. I mean, Sharon Moore did enough for all 5. So
We got a few minutes before we get to our special guest join us and we get to our college talk. Just the Hall of Fame talk, man. It can't stop. This is a personal thing for Anthony. I guess he gets
I
into
did.
stuff online about Dan Marino not deserving to be in the Hall of Fame because he doesn't have a Super Bowl. But Dan Marino clearly, I mean, there's a difference between like Rivers and a guy like Marino. A, Marino went to one, and B, Marino had all the records before he retired, and still has some records that still stand in a time frame where it was harder to throw the ball. So a
Is he
guy like
saying Dan Marino don't deserve to be
no,
in the Hall of
I
Fame?
guess I guess as a Dolphins fans, he gets crap from other fans
Oh.
that Marino should be in the Hall of Fame because he doesn't have a ring. I mean, I get that with Jim
Someone
Kelly.
says that to you,
Yeah,
they damn sure don't know anything about sports. Dan Marino, to me, probably the best passer
yeah,
in
pure pass.
NFL history. I mean,
I,
that man.
I like needling Dolphins fans because of Marino. Because all the talk now is Josh don't have a ring, and coming from a Dolphins fan when Marino doesn't have him is funny. But yeah, clearly Marino deserves it. Kelly deserves it. I mean, there's guys like Moon and stuff that are in that maybe you can have a conversation about. But
mm,
again, we'll do that next week. But yeah,
I mean, there's some quarterbacks.
but yes, Marino deserves it. Don't listen to anybody tell you that he doesn't.
Yeah, whoever told you that, tell them they can go to hell 6 times because that's the craziest shit I ever heard.
So staying on topic real quick, Anthony's saying the next head coach is going to be Matt Patricia from Michigan, the current defensive coordinator at Ohio State. It's interesting.
Patricia,
He thinks Patricia will take over in
the
Michigan.
guy that used to be in New England,
Yeah, but
and
doesn't
then
mean
he went where to Detroit and threw
yeah.
up all on himself.
And well, he's defensive coordinator at Ohio State right now.
Oh, I don't know. Like I said, our 2 guests, they definitely will fill us in on the top candidates on that next Michigan coaching job. But yeah, man, Sharon Moore, you know, there used to be a show called Sanford and Son.
Oh, you don't forget he was going to use a butter knife too. Don't forget that butter knife is going to take him out.
Change his name to Lamont Sanford. All right, man. Is it time?
Yeah, we're gonna take a little break. We got some guests coming on. We're gonna do talk all college football. We got the playoffs coming. We got the coaching stuff going on. So a lot to cover. Later today, we have you guys. Don't forget, guys, check out Tuesday Night Flight. So yeah, we'll be back in about a minute. You still gotta think about me. You can put me on airplane mode. You can put me on. You still gotta think about me. You can put me on airplane mode. You can put me on.
Well, all right. Are we back?
Yes, sir.
who is in the building.
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing, man?
What's
There
up?
he is, everybody. The Midnight Rider has checked in. Welcome, sir. How you feeling?
I'm good, man. How you guys feeling, man?
Good. I'm
Man, you
good.
know, we feeling good. Thank you for blessing the show. You are officially the first guest on here. How you feel about that?
Man, it was an honor being nominated. I just want to thank God. Take it 1 minute at a time on the show. Just hopefully I give you a good performance today, man.
Oh, I ain't worried about that. We got some gifts for you. We got you like 3 pounds of annihilators. We got Rock Creek grape soda, some Utz salt and vinegar potato chips. So you enjoy that. Nice little package for you, dog.
I appreciate that, man. I'll be looking for it in the mail, man.
All right, it's coming. You know it's coming.
I heard you talking about Michigan before I jumped in, man.
Yeah, we were saying who's gonna get that job. And I was telling the listeners and the viewers, I say I'm pretty sure you have a couple candidates. So go ahead and
Actually, I gotta be honest with you. This point in the schedule, it's tough because a lot of extensions got signed this the last couple of weeks. So Michigan will have to fight hard to get somebody into the building. They may have to stay in house and promote from within with the guy Porgy, who's going to be he's the interim. He's coaching the bowl game. He might end up having a job for real. Because it's gonna be tough for them to find something this late in the search. Like right now, I'm looking at names. Jesse Minter from the Chargers, Kyle Whittingham, who just quit at Utah, Eli Drinkwitz at Missouri, Kalen DeBoer, Alabama. This is the name I heard the most. Jed Fish from Washington, and then Kenny Dillingham from Arizona State. Dillingham is interesting because he just lost his quarterback to the transfer portal. So if he's not willing to find another quarterback, he can go to Michigan and try to keep Bryce Underwood there. Hopefully they update the offense for him because you can't have. I keep saying on our show, you can't put an Escort engine in a Ferrari body, and that's the way that offense is. So.
all right, everybody. If you notice, another person has blessed us from highly opinionated. It's nephew Josh. What's up, brother?
What's up, Unc? How you doing, man?
You know, we on here chopping it up as usual. You know,
Guys, man,
and
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, chopping it up as usual. And I told Ben he was officially the first guest on Unapologetic Sports. So that makes you the second guest. And we have some gifts for you. Now, you're not going to get as much as Ben. Ben I think we got him 3 pounds of annihilators. So we got to give you like 1.5 pounds annihilators. You cool with that?
I'm cool with that. It might actually play on me. So I definitely I'll take that, man. I'll gladly take that.
And instead of a couple bags of salt and vinegar potato chips, we're only going to give you one.
Okay, I'll take that.
And only one 2-liter Rock Creek soda. So
okay.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it, man. I want in all seriousness, I want to give a shout out to you and Brian, man. You guys put on a great show every week. Brian, flying Brian, man. I saw you guys had a show back in the day on the previous network. You feel me? I'm glad you guys brought that over here. Not brought it over here, but brought you guys over here. You guys do a tremendous job. Brian, you're amazing. Keep up the great work. You hold Lee Ice in check, man. I like you, man. Keep up the great work, man.
Appreciate it.
I love you, man. Keep doing what you're doing. And this gentleman right there in the corner, man, the Midnight Rider. I love you, man. Keep doing what you're doing. There's nothing better on Sunday than the Sunday Rise. So before I wanted to give all you guys a shout out, but let me give a special.
Hey, that was a hell of a plug. Wasn't it, Midnight Rider?
Oh yeah, man. Hey.
We'll have to cut that and use that for a commercial.
Now hold on. Let me say this one thing, then I'm done giving out love. I want to shout out. First of all, I gotta give 2 more shout outs and then I'm done. Shout out to the people at Highly Opinionated, my guys, John, Tim, Ross, myself, do a great job. Shout out to those guys. And I want to give a special shout out to the Sideline Junkie Podcast Network. Some great guys on there. from KG, still crying about Notre Dame, the boss man. And I want to give a special shout out to my guy, the correspondent. That's my guy. That's my guy on this network. That's my guy. That's the guy. I want to be like the correspondent when I grow up. So shout out to this lovely network, man. You guys doing a great job. Keep up the great work.
It's all love. It's all love. It's all in brotherhood. And it's great that we all together. You know what I'm saying? That's just destiny, man, for real. But we brought you two on here because y'all, to me, are experts on what we're about to talk about. And y'all gonna break it down like no other. Did y'all know each other was coming on the show?
I did not.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, so I planned that perfect, you know? Planned it perfect. All right. Like the fly guy said, the college football playoffs are coming. Who better to break it down than the Midnight Rider and my nephew Josh? Let's talk about the first game. Number 12 seed JMU, James Madison. They're going against the number 5 seed Oregon. Ben, you started off. Midnight Rider, you started off. And then we go to nephew Josh.
Well, first and foremost, we got to give JMU a shout out because I think it was 2 years ago or 3 years ago when they first went D1, they had an undefeated season. And because the NCAA doesn't allow you to participate in the postseason after just joining or being 1 year in, they had to wait a year before jumping in. So this is a great opportunity for JMU to kind of put their program on the map. You get Signetti, who's a great coach at Indiana. So JMU is starting to leave a footprint on college football right now. So that's a beautiful thing for them. They just hired Billy Napier to replace their coach that's leaving. In this ball game, though, I don't think they have a chance, man. They don't have a chance. If they were, I just think they're going to be outclassed in every position. I think their hearts will keep them in the ball game early, but after the first couple of minutes, I think you'll see the talent rise to the cream of the crop, and Oregon's going to take them out.
Yeah, how bad do you think they get beat?
Man, I'm thinking 40-3, 41-3, something like that.
Nephew, how you see it?
Yeah, I'm agreeing with the Midnight Rider. I think congratulations to JMU and Tulane. We obviously get to Tulane in a second, but congratulations to both schools on making the 12-team college football playoff. Well deserved, well earned. They've earned their way in there through hook or crook. They got in there, but Dante Moore, Oregon head coach Dan Landon, quarterback Dante Moore. I just think it's too much for JMU. So I think Oregon wins by at least. They favored by 21 and a half. So I think they cover that. I think they'll beat them somewhere like 40-10, 40-7, something like that.
Okay. Yeah, I think we all in agreement. It's a nice story about JMU, but they're going to get the doors blown off. Who checking in, fly guy?
Boss B.
What he's saying?
Asking if Signetti was the coach of JMU, at JMU.
Yes, he was the original. Then the other coach just got hired somewhere, and now they're on the third coach in about 5 years. So there you go. And if you want, there's a Michigan question in here that we can touch.
Yeah, I was going to pull that up.
Go ahead.
Any chance DJ Durkin gets a look see for the Michigan job?
I think DJ Durkin's pass ins are too heavy. He was at Maryland for that stretch. They had a couple incidents there. I don't think he can distance himself far enough away from his pass. Go ahead, Josh.
Yeah, Michigan needs to hire an offensive coach. They won the national championship with Jim Harbaugh. Obviously, he's the head coach of the LA Chargers now. But they made one of the mistakes that I always believe in. When a legend leaves out the building, you open up the search. You don't close the search. They closed the search. They basically gave Sharon Moore the job. He didn't earn the job. He was a former offensive line coach. And Harbaugh's a meat and potatoes type of coach. So you run the ball, that's going to make the offensive line look better. They won the Joe Moore Award in college, which is the best offensive line award, like 2-3 years straight with Michigan. So I get that from that point. But when a legend walks out the building, you open up the search. You feel me? They didn't open up the search. So DJ Durkin is not going to make Bryce Underwood want to stay at Michigan. No, they need an offensive guy, a Kalen DeBoer, a Jed Fish, somebody like that. Whereas though the offense can keep going, you already got a good defensive coordinator with Wink Martindale already at Michigan. So DJ Durkin, he won't get a look at Michigan, not at all.
And then don't forget, in Harbaugh's contract, in the language in the contract, Sherrod Moore was handpicked as his
handpicked.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Josh mentioned Tulane. Number 11 Tulane going up against number 6 Ole Miss. Will Ole Miss miss Lane Kiffin?
Josh, you can go first.
Thank you, Midnight Ride. I appreciate that. Yes, they will miss Lane Kiffin. They won't miss him however, they won't miss him on Saturday though. Like they played Tulane before. This is a rematch of a game that happened early in the season, week 3, September 20th. Ole Miss defeated Tulane 45-10. Ole Miss is the head coach that was at Ole Miss. Lane Kiffin is now at LSU. Ole Miss is led by Pete Golden. He was a defensive coordinator. They elevated him to being the head coach. So I think Tulane will make it a game, first quarter, first half. But I think Ole Miss with Trinidad Chambers, I think they the second half put their foot on the gas. I like Ole Miss to beat Tulane.
I'm
right there with you, man. I think the thing is, they brought back Weiss. I think it would be a struggle if they didn't bring back any kind of play caller or anybody familiar with the program. But because Weiss is back to call plays, I think it makes it easier for this transition. I think they win this ball game, but you'll see the difference when the competition steps up and them not having Kiffin as their head coach.
Yeah, when if Ole Miss win this game, they play Georgia next. That's where Lane Kiffin. The thing about
right.
Georgia with Lane Kiffin. So I'll just leave it at that. So yeah, but in this particular game against Tulane, Tulane to give them a game because they played them before, so they already touched them, they felt them, they seen them, they know how they are. Once Ole Miss establish, who they are in the game, I think they'll put on the gas and push away, like I said, second half and find a way to win.
Well, I got who's that checking in?
So we got Anthony saying he's got Tulane 23, Rebels 17.
Wow. Okay. Now, my squad, the U, going against Texas A&M. Midnight Rider, tell me why my squad, the U, will win this game, or will they not win this game?
Well, the only way they win this game is if they get the A version of Carson Beck. There's an A side and there's a B side. So you got the hits on the A side. So if he's making the hits, we good. But if he's just throwing out them one-hit wonders on the backside of the song CD or the cassette, it's going to be a struggle. And that's when he turns the ball over. But I think that can be said for both quarterbacks. From what I saw against Texas, I think both quarterbacks have a good and a bad. We got to figure out who's going to give us the best of the good. I like the pieces around the Texas A&M kid, Marcel Reed, a little bit better than I like the ones around Miami. So I'm going to go with Texas A&M winning this ball game, but I think this is the best ball game of the weekend.
Nephew.
Midnight Rider, we agree on one thing. I definitely agree with you. It will be the best game of the weekend. Best, second best, depending on how good you think Alabama and Oklahoma, but between the best and the second best game of the week. But this is our actual first disagreement. I came on. I didn't come on your show Sunday Rise, but I watched. So you type in like the people are doing now, watching the show live. And I told you and your good friend Gentleman Jack, that Texas A&M was going to lose that last 2 games. I told you guys that. You guys laughed and scoffed. No, they're not. They're not. Well, they lost to Texas, and they're going to make it one. They're going to make me right, make me look good, make Josh look like a prophet. They're going to lose 2 in a row. Give you. I like Miami. Miami better in both trenches. The offensive line and the defensive line. This is where this game will be won, in the trenches. Ladies and gentlemen, Ben is right. You get an A side of Carson Beck and a B side of Carson Beck. Carson Beck, we're going to get the A side because Miami will be able to run the football, control the line of scrimmage. And then on the defensive line, on the defense, they'll attack Marcel Reed. They will take KC Concepcion out of the game. You feel me? They'll make they'll make Marcel Reed have to earn the ball, he'll drive the ball up and down. But then the 20s, he'll have to earn it. Miami defense will shut him down when they get in the red zone. Give me the U. I like Miami to defeat.
All right, baby. Mm-hmm. Last game, Alabama against Oklahoma. For some reason, I feel like Keith Jackson should be calling this game.
I think you're absolutely correct. I mean, I think that's one of my favorite commentators, man. But that's a conversation for the whole season, baby. You know, you get a little Whoa Nelly to start the show out, and
oh Nelly.
But I mean, the kicker in this ball game, I think it's going to be. I love Todd Simpson, but the problem is they just don't have a running game to go with him, and I think that could hurt them in this ball game. I think you get a Mateer who's in better shape now than he was when they played the first time, because he was coming off the broken hand. He's probably 2 or 3 weeks into his recovery. Now that hand should be healed or should be in a better position. I think Oklahoma wins, but this is a close one. I think you could go between one of these two games that we just talked about and figure out one of these two are going to be the best of the weekend. We just don't know which one.
Yeah, Oklahoma and Alabama. Ben, I agree with you. You could in Miami and Texas A&M and Oklahoma and Alabama, you could flip a coin and decide, if you like heads, tails, whatever it lands on, you think that team will win. So I agree with you on that. It's a coin flip game. This is actually the second rematch out of the 4 games.
Yep.
Oklahoma and Alabama played on November 15th. Oklahoma went in Alabama and defeated them 23-20. Alabama had 3 turnovers.
Yep.
I think Alabama's had 9 or 10 the whole season, so they had a quarter of their turnovers in this one game, and they only lost by 2. Ben is right. Alabama has not been able to run the ball. Their last game when they played Georgia, in my opinion, it was a facto home game for Georgia, because I know they don't call it the Georgia Dome no more, but to me, that place will always be the Georgia Dome to me. I know it's the Mercedes-Benz, whatever they call it now, but that's always the Georgia Dome. Alabama had -3 yards rushing. All Alabama been hearing for the past week and a half, 2 weeks is, man, this team, you don't belong. This team belongs. You shouldn't be here, this, that, and the third. I think Alabama comes out, and I think Alabama gives the best performance of the season. I like Alabama to go on the road and defeat Oklahoma.
Well, all right.
Good stuff, guys. Good stuff.
All right,
I agree with everything everybody said, by the way, because I know a lot about football, and I agree with all of it.
Before we get out of here, one last college. Did the Heisman get it right?
No, but that's because it's now become the best quarterback award. I mean, I've had Mendoza all year because I know the rules and I play by the rules, so I knew the quarterback was going to win it. But I think Jeremiah Love was probably the best player in college football this year in terms of explosive plays. Now, I think his problem was he didn't get a chance to have that Heisman moment. Like Notre Dame blew out teams so bad that he didn't have that signature moment. And I think that's the one thing that Mendoza got in that Penn State game was that signature moment with the toe tap right at the end of the ball game to win the ball game. So I think that's where his momentum came from. But I think a guy that should have gotten a little bit more love, even though he doesn't know how to talk, obviously after the award's been given out, is Diego Pavia. He could have had some class involved in this, but I thought he should have been given some love on this as well.
Nephew, did the Heisman get it right?
No, I'm saying this. I felt like the guy. I voted. My vote doesn't matter, but I voted for Diego Pavia. He acted like pardon my language, act like a fucking asshole because he didn't win the award. Like, bro, have some class. You acting like Johnny Manziel. You don't want to go down that road. Tell me so. Yeah, don't do that. Johnny Manziel.
No, I know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's so he started acting like that. Like, yeah, that's not good vibes. But I thought it was Diego Pavia. What Diego Pavia did at Vanderbilt won 10 games. To me, that's like the most impressive thing ever. I get Indiana. Indiana was a contender last year, so you can see the rise coming. Vanderbilt, the only thing they held their hat on last year was that they defeated Alabama. So I thought Diego Pavia, he got my vote. Ben, I agree with you. I thought Jeremiah Love should have got more consideration, but the problem that he had and Notre Dame had was that, like you said, he didn't have any Heisman moments, and like the best Notre Dame win was against a USC team. You feel me? So that's like whereas though Mendoza forget the Penn State game. Mendoza won the Heisman against Ohio State in the Big Ten championship game. That's when he won the Heisman. Because now 1 versus 2, and he really was the sole difference. Indiana's defense played good, but he was the sole difference in Indiana's offense for them to beat Ohio State. So I would have gave it to Pavia. I thought Love should have got some more consideration. I'm gonna give a special shout out to Jacob Rodriguez, a linebacker from Texas Tech. I thought he should have been sent to New York as well because he was by far to me the best defensive player in college football this year. But I would have gave it to Pavia, but I have no problem giving it to Fernando Mendoza. Great speech. Congratulations to him and Indiana on winning their first ever Heisman Trophy.
So let's give it up to you because you were in the comment section for us a couple of weeks ago, and you said that the Big Ten champion will win. Whoever wins the Big Ten championship game will win the Heisman.
Thank
Here we go. Come on.
Did,
That's all, Brian.
Appreciate it.
Did Tim Watkins just say something? I saw his name pop up.
Yeah, he said was happy that Midnight Rider gave him Notre Dame some love. Real quick, Anthony's got Miami winning last second field goal.
All right, fellas, can y'all stay with us for our next segment? We're gonna do an NFL preview.
Yeah, just real quick. We got about 7 minutes. Real quick though, before we do football.
We can go a little over. We're gonna do a little NFL preview.
We got some breaking sports news. Anthony said that. Oh no, that's not the right one. Where did it go? Terrence. Why can't I find the darn thing?
Terrence Bud Crawford announced
thank
he's
you.
no longer competing in the ring. There you go.
Yeah, Terrence Crawford.
Dang.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, Terrence Bud Crawford officially retired.
Oh no! Wow.
Well, you know what that is. That stems from a couple of weeks ago, the money situation with the WBC and the sanction fees. So that's
he's gonna get offered so much money to fight somebody. Don't believe the hype. He made a song about it. Don't believe the hype.
I mean, he's retired. I mean, who's retired and never fought again?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's good job. Good point, Brian. That's a great point.
Yeah, I mean, even Mayweather had amateur fights with like Logan or whatever Paul it was, whatever. Perry Jones says salute to Bud.
All right, let's get to these NFL games. Break it down, Fly Guy.
All right, so we just do a couple games. We get let's do it. Maybe the biggest one, and it's on Thursday. The Rams will be going to Seattle, but they are favored by 1.5. This will pretty much decide the division. I know the Niners are still hanging around, but might decide the 1 seed 2. After the amazing field goal performance that the Seahawks had, I'm going to go with the Rams. I'm going to take the Rams, keep the momentum going. Stafford, keep the MVP going. I'm going to say Seahawks. I think they'll get 1 touchdown this game, so I'll do 28-17 Rams.
I'm going to go with the Rams, too. I'm going to say, I like your score, but I'm going to say 28-24. Midnight Rider.
I'm going to go, and you're getting content that I normally wouldn't give out, but that's because I love you. I'm going to pick the Rams in this ball game because Seattle's running game just hasn't figured it out. The difference between Kenneth Walker and my man Zach Charbonnet, they just struggle with the running game, and that's probably been their problem. Oh, you don't get
What's
that? You don't get Zach Charbonnet.
Is he related to Benoit? He sound like he related to Benoit, man. Nephew Josh, who you got?
Man, I hate when I go last because I listen to everybody pick. But I'm so this must mean Seattle's gonna win the game. But I'm making 4 for 4. I'm taking the Rams. I like the Rams 31-20. Listen, I'm gonna be quick. That Colts game was more about Seattle than it was about the Colts. Seattle's offense is in trouble. They can't run the ball. You putting the ball in Sam Darnold's hand. I already know what to expect. So give me the Rams 31-20.
What's next?
All right, let's move on to a big quarterback battle. Shador Sanders versus Josh. Oh no, we're not doing that game. The Patriots. The Patriots MVP candidate Drake May going to Baltimore against two-time MVP Lamar Jackson, where the Ravens are favored at home by 3. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. Ravens are not a great team, but they're a pretty good team. And they're going to beat the Pats because the Pats are overrated and they're not that good. And it's going to open up the door for Buffalo to hopefully win the division. I got Ravens 27-20.
Well, that pick definitely came from your heart. So I'm going to use my mind. I'm going with the better quarterback this year. The better quarterback this year is Drake May. And the Ravens drop another one at home to disappoint their fans who will holler for Harbaugh's fired. I'm going Pats 24, Ravens 17.
Go ahead, Josh. This show won't like going last. I love going last.
I'll go last next time. I got you. I'm actually taking shout out to Brian. I'm taking the Ravens. Brian, I know why you picked the Ravens. Shout out to your what the Bills did to the Patriots.
Yeah.
Great comeback win for that. I'm taking the Ravens. The Ravens understand what's on the line, what's at stake. I'm taking the Ravens 23-13.
Oh, I like them only scoring 13. I like that.
Just, before you go, Ben, I just think the Ravens defense, I think it's starting to percolate a little bit. So,
but I don't think the Ravens defense has faced a running back like Trayvon Henderson. So I'm gonna go out on a limb. I think
James
the Pats.
James Cook.
Yeah. Okay. There's a difference. James Cook is fast, but Trayvon is faster. It ain't by much, but it's a difference to me. But I think both are explosive running backs. I like the Pats to kind of get back in the play. I think last week was more of an anomaly for them. So give me the Pats 24-17 over the Ravens. And give me the thing because we don't pick till Sunday, so I might change my mind by Sunday.
All right, and we got a big AFC game. Nobody would have thought this would have been a big game when the season started. We got the Jacksonville Jaguars going to Denver, where the Broncos are only favored by 3, believe it or not. But I mean, this game, I'm pretty interested in this game. I bet you they're telling each other that this is going to be an AFC Championship preview. It's not, but I'll take the Broncos. I think they're still riding high. I'm gonna go another high-scoring game for May. I'm gonna go 31-21 Broncos. May. I meant Knicks. 31-21 Broncos.
I know I might sound disrespectful, but I still don't believe in the Jags. So I'm going Broncos in a blowout, 38-10.
go ahead.
Damn.
On this ball game, Broncos Jags, I think Denver has the best home field advantage, and that's being up a mile high. So I'm gonna take them to win this ball game. I think this is the day that you get the RJ Harvey breakout, and then you get a little bit of Troy Franklin sprinkled in. So I'm gonna say 28-24. Denver beats the Jags. I think Trevor Lawrence comes back to earth a little bit because he's been playing above his skis a little bit. He's still a thing from the show. He's been flying high. So,
well, a lot of quarterbacks fly high when they play the Jets, but he did have 6 touchdowns. I couldn't ignore that.
Yeah, 6 touchdowns for sure. You guys all like the Denver Broncos. That's why I like to go last. I'm gonna take the upset. I like the Jacksonville Jaguars. 2 reasons. The biggest trade addition the biggest acquisition at the trade deadline that nobody talks about that has proven the most dividends to me, Jacoby Myers going from the Las Vegas Raiders to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Give Trevor Lawrence another security blanket that he has that now that he has on the field. Also, let me say this. As everyone knows on this show, I'm a Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan. I like the Tampa Bay. The Jacksonville Jaguars have a coach that I know very, very well. He was the offensive coordinator last year for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield had his best year with Liam Cohen.
Well, maybe y'all should go get him. Yeah,
I know. Let me just say this. I didn't want them. I wanted them to fire the guy that's there now. That's another subject for another day. Anyway, let me get back to the game. Liam Cohen, you feel me? Trevor Lawrence is having his best year with Liam Cohen. I like the Jaguars to go into Denver and surprise the world like Chicago did on Black Friday and beat the Philadelphia Eagles. Give me the Jaguars to go to Denver and beat the Denver Broncos 24-21.
Well, speaking of your Bucks, they playing Carolina, and this is basically for the division.
There's a playoff game for the division. Game of the year for them, yeah.
And they playing in Carolina, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
And Carolina's a different ball team when they playing at home. I see them winning this game, and I don't know if they're gonna win it big, but they definitely gonna win it.
Timothy's not sold on
Trevor stinks. Don't get no harsher than that. Who you got, Fly Guy? Tampa and Carolina.
To be nice to the guest, I'll take Tampa. But no, I think Tampa's going to win. I mean, they got the better quarterback. I know they've been struggling lately, but Carolina's still got a lot to prove, and they've had big wins against surprise teams, and they've had bad losses. So
on the road.
Yeah, but I don't know. But I'll go Tampa. 24-20.
Nephew.
I like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Thank God for the New Orleans Saints last week. They helped Tampa Bay control their own.
Yeah, case in point, they lost to the Saints when they could have taken the division lead. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Not to be funny, we lost to the Saints a week before. Side note.
And y'all lost them at home.
They lost to them too at home. The Saints swept the Panthers too, but that's another subject for another day. I think the Saints might have found a quarterback with Tyler Shuck too. Let's just keep that in mind as well. But I like Tampa Bay, better quarterback, better offensive line. Last week, the defense let us down. I think the defense, Atlanta, every time Kirk Cousins and Kyle Pitts play Tampa Bay, they should play. If Kirk Cousins and Kyle Pitts play the Buccaneers every week, they'd be in the Hall of Fame. That's how good they are when they play against the Bucs. So I think Tampa Bay rebounds this week. I like the Bucs to go on the road and defeat the Carolina Panthers.
Midnight Rider.
Oh man. After last week in the press conference, I'm gonna take Carolina because I think the coach may have splintered the locker room with his statement last week, and it's gonna be one or two things. And since I don't like riding the fence, I'm gonna go on the side of Carolina beating Tampa Bay as opposed to Tampa Bay galvanizing, getting the troops together and making a ride. So give me the Panthers in this ball game. Shout out to Rico Dowdell and Chuba Hubbard.
All right. Last game, we'll make this one quick. Bears and Packers. Where they playing? They're playing in Green Bay or they're playing in Chicago?
They're playing in Chicago. Packers are favored by 1.5. Pretty much for the division, for the 2 seed. It's a huge game. But
Michael.
They're both coming off weird game. I'll go Packers 28-24.
I was set to go with the Packers until my man got hurt, Parsons. I gave it to, Chicago's playing good, man. Ben Johnson got that boy, got his team playing good. They playing at home. I can't believe I'm picking the Bears, man. I'm picking the Bears in a close one.
I'll go ahead and take the Bears as well. For every great holy shit throw by Caleb Williams, there's going to be a throw out there that's going to make you wonder what the hell was he looking at and how did he miss it. But that's who he is. He is the greatest.
He's fakey.
If he was a tennis player, he'd be the Gail Monfils of football.
He is flaky. He's John Starks. He's going to shoot it till he make it, shoot it till he miss. So
yeah.
That's crazy.
Nephew, close it out.
Close it out, baby. I'm riding with Unc and Midnight Ride. I'm taking the Bears. Caleb Williams, the up and down play. I think Ben Johnson has improved Caleb Williams as the season has progressed. Big loss for Micah Parsons in the Green Bay Packers. Now they lose that dominant edge rusher that can get after the quarterback. So I thought 2 weeks ago that the Bears and Packers were split, and that was with Micah Parsons. So without him, I definitely like the Bears. Give me the Chicago Bears.
Cool. All right. Fellas, thank you. for coming on. It's the
If you
first time. Definitely won't be the last. We'll probably bring y'all back next week. Talk about the college football thing.
got 5 minutes.
Thank you.
You got 5 minutes.
Midnight Rider. Tell everybody where they can find you at.
I mean, I'm everywhere, man. I mean, I'm about to leave you in 10 minutes or whenever we end this. Hop in with the Tuesday night flight. With my man Jack Carr. I don't know who else is with us. So if you guys want to jump in early, I think we got a list today. We got what's our list? The 5 college players, your favorite 5 college players this season. So I know Josh brought up a guy that's going to be on my list, Mr. Rodriguez, and there's a couple other cats that's going to be out there. Then tomorrow we got at 7:30, we have Nothing But Net, myself and C. Perry II, giving you a basketball preview, taking around the basketball world. And then tomorrow night, my man Jack Carr in the passenger seat, he's got Coach Joe Wooten. And if you ain't from this area, you know the name Wooten very well. He's got him in the passenger seat tomorrow night. Of course, Thursday night, we got the Thursday night flight. The Thursday night throwdown. Friday, nothing. Saturday morning, the gridiron. We're recapping the playoffs from the PlayStation League. Saturday night at 9, we got the WrestleManiacs. Sunday morning, as Josh said earlier, there's no better way to start your Sunday off than with the Sunday Rise. Monday, 5 p.m., you got the drive time. And then Monday night, you got Pretenders or Contenders with Coach Powell. And that should be it.
We got you covered every day, multiple times a day.
Let me give a shout out. I got so many. Let me give a shout out to my guy, Contenders and Pretenders. I had him on Highly Opinionated episode 59. Shout out to my guy, Coach Devon Powell. I love that brother. I love that man. Man, it was a good time. One of the I hate to say this because I've had like so many people on my show. So when I say this, people get offended. But one of the best interviews you feel me? So I love Coach Powell. Keep doing your work, Coach Powell. All love, baby.
I just love
you, Mr. Highly Opinionated.
My bad.
That's where they found you at, buddy.
Yes,
right?
Sir. Yes.
Don't apologize. What's the name of the show?
Highly
Unapologetic Sports.
We don't do that here. We don't do that here.
I didn't mean that. I was about to say it again. I extract those words from the tape. My bad. Highly opinionated. Work with Ross, Tim, JG, and obviously myself. Great guys. We drop episode every week. Actually did our episode yesterday. We had a special guest on, so that episode will come out Wednesday or Thursday. I think you guys will really like it. Got some big guests coming up the end of football season. I think you guys will really like that as well. So stay tuned, baby. We making moves over at Highly Opinionated for sure.
Cool.
All right, man. They say time flies when you're having fun, man. I love chopping it up with y'all. Like I said, y'all definitely will be back. Enjoy your Annihilators and your salt and vinegar potato chips. Look for it in the mail. It is coming. So we leave you like we always leave you. Lee, I say, whether you like it or don't like it, damn it, you better learn to love it. For Unapologetic Sports here on the Sideline Junkies podcast. For my nephew Josh, for the Midnight Rider and the Fly Guy, I'm Lee Ice. We are out of here. Peace out, y'all.